Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to set appointments on showing time so that you've balanced out your time with enough space in between there for the showings, not only for the houses, but drive time. You're factoring that in. So your client's given you a list of 5 properties, and unfortunately they want to spread out between Denver and Mooresville, but there's only 5 of them. So you get your 5 homes, you click your all so that you've got them all listed. Click over here to showing time, which will take you in. It's going to ask you to add it to the showing cart, and you're going to create a new one, and you're going to name it, or you're going to pick a date. They always like a date. And so they're going to want a description. So Mr. and Mrs. Jones. And now they're going to pop up here, all of them in the order that we gave them to them. And you're going to see that it's going to have it all on a map here down below. Now, I like to expand that map out so that I can actually really see the details of where I'm going. So in this case, I'd want to start in Denver, and I could start in Mooresville and work backwards, especially if they're jumping into my car. It's your choice, but I'm going to assume that I'm starting in Denver on this one. So I'm going to be over here. I'm going to start at number 1. Number 2 is good. And then probably, let's get that out a little bit further, probably want to make 4 actually the 3 position, and then 4 and 5 can stay the same. So what I'm going to do here is simply switch the numbers around. So 4 is no longer going to be 3. It's actually going to be 4 and 3. I go up here and I update it, as you can see. And now it also puts all the pieces together just the way I want it. Now you can pick Smart Route right here, but it isn't always the smartest way, but it's worth a shot. So that's what you would do with that. And so that is how you would do it. Now, as far as picking your time, let's say you're going to start out at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you just go here. It typically does them in 1-hour increments, so you'll save that. And then you go to the next one, but you want to pay attention to your distance. See, we're in Westport here, and we are way up here in Denver. I'd probably give at least a half-hour drive time. So my appointment was from 9 to 10 on the other one. So I would probably make this from 9:30 to 10:30 to be on the safe side. And it automatically does that. Now from here down all across 150 and then up into Brawley School Road, that's a minimum of 30 minutes, and I'd almost think about 40. And that brings up another point. You may want to say, I'll do my Denver properties one day and my Mooresville another day, but you don't always get that luxury. So we'll go here, and I'm going to take it from the previous one that was 9:30 to 10:30 and make this 10:15 to 11:15. Now this one's close, so I'm probably going to say on that one 10:30 to 11:30 and save that. That's all right. So, and then here, the drive time getting around over here is probably going to be, just thinking of traffic, another 30 minutes. So I've got that one from 10:30 to 11:30. I'm going to say 11 to 12. Now, also on the safe side, which is how I like to err when it's dealing with traffic around here. And so that gives me my time slots. The other thing that I do now that I'm all laid out, obviously once you do that, you just hit send request and then I'll do it. And you can even see here how it's laid it all out, balanced it. If there were often pieces you'd say, oh boy, what's going on here? But this just lays it out nice and easy so you can get a good feel for how to do it. And I always do hour increments in my showing. I don't do 2 hours. You're going to see a lot of agents out there that'll do that because they're not allowing for drive time. I also move my clients through the properties pretty quickly. I'll say, I've scheduled about 15 minutes per home, and I'd like you to figure out if this is the one for you. We'll come back to this one. Let's spend our 15 minutes here, kind of give it a good feel, write some notes. And then the ones where they can tell right off the bat that they don't like it, I move us in and out. So sometimes I'm ahead of schedule, which is also good to be able to kind of sit down, talk, learn more about your clients, make notes, and really build that relationship. So that's basically how I do it as far as my scheduling. and I hope that helps.